Hello everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. I haven't gotten a whole lot done lately. We've had some rain, and I'm not going to complain about it because that's all we've had is a little bit of inconvenience weather here where I can't get the cars done. But there's people in other states that have some real situations on their hand. We gotta make sure we say a prayer for them. Even if you're somebody that doesn't pray a lot, please say a prayer for our neighbors. So anyway, I'm going to show you just a touch base where we left off with the Mustang here, and what's up with it. Did get the fuel tank up in there, and that's as far as we've gotten because I need more fuel line, and I need some more of these AN fittings. And I gotta tell you guys, these AN fittings, they're not cheap. I am dumbfounded to think that I spent almost $100 just in fittings. And keep in mind that my son gave me the fuel pump off his other car and all his fuel line. So if I had to buy that fuel line on top, I'd be up to probably $300 or $400, not counting the pump. So I want to thank my son for that, and both my sons have helped me with this car. My one son ordered me the things that are in the tank, and my other son Adam ordered me the other AN lines that are supposedly supposed to be here today or yesterday. I forget what they said, but they're not here. But anyhow, we're hammering at this, and the line would have been fine if I didn't move the pump over and put it where I wanted it. My son Adam said, put it where you think you want it. I said, well, I'd rather put it where you think, because my son does a better job than I do with this stuff, as far as I'm concerned. So we still ran short on some fuel line, and one of our buddies brought over some of his fuel line to make up the difference. So that's what we're doing. We're working on the Mustang. And then I've also, sorry about that guys with the phone, I didn't see I was losing the viewfinder. Been working on the truck some, but same deal, the rain. So I did take the transmission tunnel and I sanded that down, and I'm working on that. So that was all rusty too, of course. But outside of that, and a little bit of head work I've done for the 460, that's about I've accomplished in the last 4 or 5 days since I made my last video. So kind of at a standstill again, but it's not forgotten. I am trying my best. I want this car up and running, and I want it where I can get in it, turn the key, and it's good to go. Well, at least until we decide to take it apart. And I want the truck up and running, and that could be a lot closer if I wasn't doing extra stuff to the heads. If I was just to do a regular port job on them heads, on the 460 Dove heads, that thing would be real close to probably being together right now. But who are you talking to here? To me. I don't make things easy sometimes for myself. And I always come up with bigger ideas than I should come up with. I don't like to leave performance on the table when I'm doing something for that reason. for a performance thing. If I was just throwing the truck together just to drive, which that's what I should be doing, I shouldn't even care about how fast it goes, because that was the original plan, then my plans always change, guys. That's how it is. But like I said, it'd probably been real close to be running right now. And then we also had a little mishap here. We did take the Blazer to the track, my son did, and sometimes you make a little bit more power, and it did, and we found the next weak spot in it, and that was, guess what, guys? No, it's not the rear, the drive shaft. So this needs to be upgraded. So as you can see, my son was working on this in the last video, and it's worse now than it was before, because before it started up and it would go down the road. That's what you call, if you want to play, you have to pay. So I'll put it to you that way. But it's all good. If this is the worst thing that happens, we'll take it. It's inconvenience, but it could always be worse. At least when the drive shaft came unglued, he was safe. So that's one good thing there. The drive shaft stayed up in there. It didn't bust the floor up or anything like that. All it did is mess his muffler up, I believe. And he had just put them on, unfortunately, but it did mess his muffler up. So I just thought I'd bring you guys up to date with what's going on a little bit here. And there I show you the Blazer here while I'm talking about other things, because once in a while you'll watch a guy's video and you'll think, what's that car in the background there? What are they doing with that thing? So I'm trying to cover pretty much everything that's going on that's we're enthused about right now, and the Blazer's one of them, and the Mustang and the truck. So that's the main things I've been doing videos about, are these three right here. But on a different note, we have this car over here that's a friend of ours, and this is one that Adam put together a while back, helped him with, and converted it to a carburetor. This is my son Christopher's car. You guys have seen this before, and he's converting this thing over to that. So he has a little bit of wiring to do here, and he kind of got left in the dead zone here a little bit, because he changed jobs a while back, and the time he has to get here to work on it isn't always the best time to work on a vehicle. Late in the day most of the time, and one of them deals, hard to get things done when you work full-time. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, this car here, my son Adam changed to carburetor, and the guy who owns that car decided to buy this off of us, and now this here will be the car he's going with. You like the plastic hood scoop, fellas? No? So this car, the plan is with this car is to take that engine and trans out of that car, put it in this car, and have a 10-second budget car. And I have the heads in there GT 40p heads that I'm doing for them. So it'll be a stock block 302 with ported GT 40p heads with whatever cam and intake we decide will work out best to get this to run 10s on motor. And he is throwing the bottle on this, supposedly. So we'll just see if that goes according to plan. And that is the plan as of right now with this car, the little coupe here. So I think that might bring us up to date on things that's going on here. I want to thank you guys for taking time out of your day to see what we're up to and have an interest in what we're doing. And I always appreciate that. But as soon as we get some things running here, we'll be posting them on YouTube. And you'll get to see exactly how they run. And if they run, I hope it runs okay, fellas. That's one thing I don't want. This engine's been around a long time, like I told you before. And it does no good for something to sit. When these motors sit around, I don't think that ever helps them out. Some guys say, yeah, they got a good rest, but I don't think that's a rest. I'd rather see an engine at least fired up once in a while and have the oil circulated through it. And I think it's the worst thing for a car to sit like this has been sitting. So I thought I'd throw that in there real quick. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you again. And that's what I do. I start the sign off and then I think of other stuff. And I think you're used to that by now with me. But thank you all. And God bless you and take care.